Yo, what is up guys? My name is WW666 and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be going through cache basics on CSGO. So basically I'm just going to go through some basic stuff you can do. As a terrorist you're going to want to hit A, you're going to want to hit mid, you're going to want to hit B. So these are just like mini executes you can do when you're lurking, when you're with the team. So this isn't anything too advanced. This is just for people who this is just people who sort of know the game but they want to get better at it. They want to learn how to, let's say they want to PK without using any utility. It's really dangerous because you can just die really easily. So obviously if you have good aim, good crosshair placement, then maybe you can take a site without using any utility, but it's much better to use utility. Makes your job a lot easier, so it's definitely worth knowing these smokes, mollies and flashes, pop flashes and stuff. So the places a counter-terrorist is going to be is either close left, close right, or in this place called cubby. They're going to be white box or highway. They're going to be in sandbags, or they're going to be in this here called Z. Some people call it connector, some people call it Z. I'm from the UK, so I call it Z, but lots of Europeans call that connector. This is useless. This isn't really like a call out video. This is just me trying to give you some tips and tricks. So the first thing what you want to do is you want to do a Z smoke. So there's 1, 2, 3 here. We're gonna line up with the third one at the top here, and as you get to the end of it, jump throw when you get to the cross. And that should be like a really solid Z smoke, which means when you push here, you won't have to check Z. Maybe you can spray through it in case a guy's hiding. Usually, typically a guy won't push through the smoke unless they want to come down here, which is quite a good spot, but it's quite hard to see them as well. But you're gonna have to fully expose yourself if you want to jump out and flash that I'm going to teach you. So yeah, so once you've done that smoke, what you want to do is you want to back it up with a little bit of a flash. So you can like do this flash, there's like these flashes you can do, but I like to do just a simple underarm one here, and then make sure you look away, and then it pops like right around there. So this is what it looks like from a CT's point of view. Fully blind. Z, they'll be fully blind. Sandbags they won't be, obviously, because they're hiding behind here, but like close mid or so, they should be pretty blind as well in case they're going to look away. So make sure you always check your close mid corners, especially if they're on like they're forcing or they're on an eco or something. You might have like a crossfire close mid. So that's what I like to do. Another thing you can do is something called crisscross. So you need 2 people. Another thing you can do to take mid is smokes called crisscross. You're going to need 2 people to do this. So first person stands here, aims at the opposite, so like here, the left side would be here. You're going to go on the right side if you're on this side, and in the middle just throw it there. If you're this person who's doing this side, you want to go right to left, aim here. And what these smokes do, what they look like all together, is just crisscross. It's like a full line of smokes. They can't see through it. It's really good to take mid, and then you can just sort of like go there, hang around mid a little bit, wait for your teammate to do some work on B, and then choose which site you want to execute from there. So you've got the Z smoke, the flash from garage, and the crisscross. So now we're just going to move on to the places people are going to be on B are rarely, but especially like in low ranks, people might be here, but it's quite rare. Like people are just going to sit here, but occasionally you find people here. So it's always safe to just check that. So people are going to be behind that box, in this corner here. They're going to be in here called checkers, or they're going to be back checkers here, behind this box, or they're going to be this here called triple, or it's really unlikely but they could be here called oranges, or it's unlikely but they could be here in pit, or they could be default, ninja, or head glitch, just holding this or that. So what you want to do as a terrorist is you want to aim just about here. See this cross? So yeah, as a terrorist, the first thing you're going to want to do is line up here with this cross, right next to where this part is. Aim around here. So see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's quite stained, so it's this one should be easy to notice. You just want to aim up here and run through it, and that's a really good B main smoke. So anyone who's hiding there, won't be able to see. Like if there's gonna be like an AWPer, so if there's an AWPer just posted here, he's just gonna be looking here, but obviously he's just gonna be looking here. But if there's a smoke, then he won't be able to see you. So he might be holding this tight angle or this angle or you know, might be holding this angle. Obviously, if they're holding here, you have to molly this place out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aim here. Run throw. Then what you want to do is you want to molly checkered. So if there's anyone here, you're going to want to molly it. So to do this molly, you stand here, hold out the molly, stand just around here, aim here, run through, and that should molly checkers just fine. And then you can like throw a flash here, and then go in this corner called snacks. So what you can do, let me just get the AK real quick. So what you do, once you're in snacks, you can clear heaven, you know, CT, Heglitch, you can clear anywhere basically. And so this is just, if you're lurking, if you're like soloing, you sometimes see Get Right do this quite a lot. Most people, you know, will do this. That's a good way to take B by yourself, and then your teammate can do that. Your teammates can, you can do that, and then your teammates can come and cause havoc on A. So that's sort of how you can take mid, how you can take B by yourself. Obviously the crisscross thing you're going to need too. So here's what I like to do when I'm going. What I like to do, if you think they're going to push, if they're on eco or something, you can just throw a nade there, and that will just slow down the push. And what you want to do is you're going to want to molly quad. You're going to want to smoke cross, so anyone who's truck, they can spam through it, but it's unlikely you're going to get hit unless you fucking stand right in the way like that. If there's like a smoke here, you can, it's just muscle memory now, so you just like, bad smoke. If there's like a smoke here, you can try and do the molly through the smoke, and this smoke through here, and then throw the flash, and go here. So now you're in forklift. You can just sort of stay here. Sometimes what you can do, what I like to do, because it's kind of fun, but you should never really do this, is I like to go out toxic, just wide peek everything, and, you know, like throw a nice flash like this. And then just, you know, peek CT. You should never really do that if you're in like an important game, if you're in like a scrim against the team, or if you're in a tournament or something. You should never really do that, but it's just what I like to do. And really should just stay here, watch out anyone in A main. And then obviously you're gonna, because this is gonna be smoked off, and this is gonna be mollied, the only place you have to worry about is like MBK, default, and heaven. And if all like 5 of you push out, or 4 of you, whatever, your teammates can clear MBK, so you don't have to worry about everything. So this is much better if you're doing it with a teammate. Obviously, if you're doing it by yourself, you have to check MBK. You have to sort of like, you know, be really careful, make sure MBK is cleared out, because there's always people, you know, sitting in this corner. So sometimes I like to play as a CT as well. So that's sort of how you do that. Now let's go on to the CT side. So now we're on the CT side. Let's show you quickly how to control mid. So you want to stand Z, do this smoke. Some people, once they smoke there, they throw this molly. That's just a simple molly for boost, so anyone can't, you know, get here. Some people like to do a deep molly, like mollies here or here, so they really can't do it, you know. But if there's a molly there, and you may say, how can, well, terrorists can just smoke it. That smoke usually bounces off and doesn't work, so that's just how much the game is broken, I guess. Or not, maybe that's just, you can't do that, can't smoke it off anymore, but the smoke will just bounce. Then you can play sandbags, you can play close mid, you can play on top of here, you can counter boost, you know, and play here. So that's pretty much like controlling mid as a CT, or if you have like an AWP, you can be posted on here. Now, if you're taking A, if you're holding A as a CT, which was my role usually, I line up with this. As a CT, when you're holding A, which is like what I do, that's my role in the team. I'm an A player. I line up with this tire here, and on top of here, I throw, and that's just a nice clean A main smoke, no gaps in it or anything. There's like one-way smoke you can do. I don't really do that one. I just, you know, throw this smoke. Another thing you can do, if your teammate wants to push it, you can throw a pop flash. So you just stand here, aim there, and your teammate can push it and get loads of frags. So let's just do that one more time. So you come here, aim there, do the pop flash like this. Say when, and then he says now. You throw the pop flash, and then he can, you know, do that. So or what you can do is you can also smoke A main from quad, but you may say, well, how do I smoke A main from quad without peeking it? You just go in this corner here, aim here, throw, and that way you can smoke A main. It's a really good smoke, no gaps in it or anything. as you can see, and that's without peeking it as well. So if you're low HP, you don't want to risk peeking it, you don't want to expose yourself, you know, just go in this corner, top of here, throw, and that's just really consistent. Or what you can do as an A player is you can play from default. You can, you know, shoot through a squeaky door, but same goes the other way, they can shoot you. So if they shoot you, you're pretty fucked as well. So yeah, what I like to do is CT is if they're pushing out, if I get the call out, throw a molly here, throw this flash, jump to quad, if you have another flash, throw this flash, and you can just sort of like stay around here, and that will sort of keep them from rushing anymore. If you're here, or an MBK, you can throw this flash, and you can peek it like this, or a bet is if you throw there, and then that's just like another quick nice pop flash you can do from MBK. So you're going to be playing default, quad, MBK. You can also play from, if you're playing retake, you can play from cubby, or you can play from truck, or if you're just playing on site, play from forklift, play from heaven, and when you'll never play like really like 2 on site unless you really feel like you need to. Always have like one sort of off site like forklift, and then have one on site. Maybe have an AWP quad. So another place you can do, you can go on is this place called Shroud from the Shroud CZ. You know.
Peace out. Shroud has let them all pass. 1, 2, 3! Oh, Jesus, the last one alive! Oh, that is tied it. They're going down.
So what you do is once this is smoked off, you and your teammate, well, you got to be really quiet while doing this. You got to crouch here, jump, and then your teammate can get on here. Or what you can do is you can do it by yourself by opening a squeaky door. You got to open it outwards like that. So the terrorists have to do that, or you got to do it really quickly like this and make sure there's no one there. And what you can do is you jump upon this red box, strafe yourself onto this blue door, hop up on here, and that's like where you can self-boost yourself, which is, some say, a little bit more dangerous because you have to open the squeaky door. But if it's like late in the round and the terrorists have already opened the door outwards that way, and that's a really like, you don't have to, you can do it all by yourself basically. Now what you want to do when you're holding B, which I don't really do that much, so I don't really know too much on B, but because I'm the A player, just come up here, aim at this cross, run through, and this smoke is like a good B main smoke. So if you're in checkered, you can, you know, obviously shift walk up to this blue box. There's a smoke there, and what you can do is you can follow up the smoke with a pop flash. So you see there's 1, 2, throw there, and that way you can like peek and loads of frags basically. What you can do is you can be triple and throw some flashes like this, or like this, or if they like, if a terrorist comes into sunroom and mollies default like that, then you can obviously just throw a smoke down there, and then you can throw a flash. The flash that I just did was this flash there. You can just peek it like so, or like even jump throw, but obviously sort of expose yourself when you're jumping. So the thing I know AWPers like to do is jumping up on ninja, up on triple, and then doing this jump onto here, and then throwing a smoke underneath there, and using it as like a little bit of a one-way. So you can see checkered, checkers, and then, you know, so from their perspective, they're like, where the fuck is he? You know what I mean? They can maybe spam through, but it's like it gives you much better advantage. I guess hopefully that's helped you learn how to play Cash a little bit better. So that's basically Cash for Noobs. Something a little bit different. Let me know what I need. Let me know what I can work on. If I'm talking too fast or anything like that. This isn't anything too advanced. Just people who are starting out and want to learn the basics of Cash. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Peace out.